Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm showing you guys this 2021 Toyota Highlander XSE all-wheel drive. But I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Toyota for providing with the Highlander. If you're in the market for a Toyota, you can come check out South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But I start off underneath the hood here of the Toyota Highlander. Once I open up the hood here, it reveals Toyota's 3.5 liter V6. This powertrain makes 295 horsepower, 263 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Let's talk about the fuel economy here. It's rated at 20 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 23 combined. And Toyota says you can tow 5,000 pounds here with the Highlander. Like I mentioned, this is the all-wheel drive model, so as this one sits, it weighs 4,300 pounds. If you go for the front-wheel drive model of the XSE, it will weigh around 4,200 pounds, so probably 100 pounds difference here because of the all-wheel drive system. But shedding the hood here of the Toyota Highlander, let's talk about the exterior styling here. If you're looking for an aggressive looking Highlander, Toyota has offered that with this 2021 model Toyota Highlander here. Looking at these headlights here, they're going to be a full LED with an automatic low and high beam, but unfortunately it's going to be an incandescent turn signal here with an LED daytime running light. I do like this teardrop effect, just like on the Toyota Camry. It gives the Highlander a really nice aggressive stance to it. Looking at the Toyota emblem, that does house the dynamic radar cruise control. I do like this grille here. It looks really good here on the Highlander. This is aluminum painted trim here. Also like the white exterior color, looks really good with the black accents here. There's also full LED fog lights here at the lower part of the bumper. I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about the 2021 XSE Highlander. Looking at the side profile, let's start out with these tires and wheels here. These are a 235/55 Bridgestone tire. They're wrapped in this 20-inch rim design. I do like the silver with the black finish here. It looks really good with the white exterior paint, also with the black accents. Looking at this mirror cap here, it's going to be black painted here with this LED side marker. Up top, Toyota just give you this standard sunroof here. There's also these black painted roof rails. There's also these running boards here to help small kids get into the Highlander here. The wheelbase for the Highlander is at 112.2 inches with an overall length of 197.4. Looking at the rear, let's start out with these rear taillights here. They do have this dark tint to them because this is the XSE model. There is this LED combination here with the LED brake light, with the incandescent turn signal and reverse light. There's the Highlander badge here, also with the XSE all-wheel drive badge. You can get this with front-wheel drive just in case you do not want the all-wheel drive system. There's the Toyota emblem here with this rear wiper to keep the rear glass clean, and the rear spoiler lives up top with the third brake light. And down here at the lower part of the bumper, there's this aluminum painted trim, and this is the only model of the Highlander that you can get the dual tip exhaust here. Open up the cargo back here. This is a power opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 16 cubic feet of space. And to fold down the third row here, Toyota makes it pretty simple. Just grab this handle here. The headrest will flop down. Once you do that, that expands the cargo to 48.4 cubic feet of space. Once you fold down everything, it expands it to 84.3 cubic feet of space. And underneath here, Toyota does give you some underfloor storage. Sitting inside the interior of the Toyota Highlander, looking at this interior looks nice, but the Highlander that I'm showing you guys today is missing the red leather. The red leather only comes on the front passenger and driver's seat here, and also the two captain's chairs, but you do not get the red leather in the third row. I'm not sure why Toyota didn't put the red leather on that, but this one that I'm showing you guys does not have the red leather here. This does come standard with the 8-inch display. You cannot get that 12.3-inch display like on the Platinum trim. If you guys want to get that 12.3-inch display, you have to step up to the Platinum trim in order to get that display there. But shutting the door here of the Highlander, starting up the vehicle here, this has Toyota's 3.5 liter V6. As you guys can see, the gauges will do a nice sweep. You're greeted by this image here of the Highlander, also with the name spelled out. There's this LCD display front and center. You can customize that to show you different things like your driver support, also seatbelt reminder, or if you leave something in the back seat like your dog or your child, it will show up here on the LCD display there. You can customize this to show your safety sense here. But looking at the door panel materials here, it's going to be a nice leather material with this aluminum painted door handle. It is automatic up, automatic down for all four windows. Your mirror controls are going to be here, your lock controls as well. There's an automatic high beam switch here. There's the trunk release there. Over it's going to be additional storage. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. The headlight and turn signal stock is here. The wind wiper stock is right there. I do like the 3-spoke wheel design with this gloss black trim Here at the lower part of the steering wheel, there's the Toyota emblem on the airbag cover here. This is for the driver's assistance, which includes forward collision warning, your lane keep assist with adaptive cruise control. Your volume controls are here with the voice commands. This is aluminum painted trim here on the door panel with some stitching. Down here is cup holder and storage. Looking here, this is the 8-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Going here to the Google Maps, it does take up the complete 8-inch display here. There are some heart buttons on the side. There's a volume and tune knob. The XSE model only comes with 3-level heated seats. You cannot get cool seats here on the XSE. If you guys want cool seats, you have to go for a different trim level. There's the air vents, the hazard switch there. I do like this LCD display here that shows you the fan speed and also where the air is being circulated around the vehicle. But there's also physical hard buttons here, which is a nice touch. I'm not a big fan of the touch sensitive buttons. There's also this area here to put your phone. You can also run the USB cable through underneath this little area here. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit just fine here in this little storage area here. There's some stitching here on the dashboard with some nice leather, which feels really nice. There's this carbon fiber like texture here, and it does have this like weaving sound to it, which sounds very interesting. The upper part of the dashboard here is going to be a hard touch plastic on the instrument panel, but on this side it's going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic here. Putting the Highlander into reverse, it does reveal a backup camera. There is no trajectory, there is distance markers. Kicking down here to drive, over to the left there's a manual mode here in the transmission. It does house that 8-speed automatic. There's an area here to put your phone just in case you don't want to put it in this shelf here, but there is the USB ports there with the 12-volt. There's 2 cup holders here. This toggle here, this cycle through the drive modes, which is sport, normal, and eco. You can also switch this little rotary knob over to the left for mud and sand, and over to the right for rock and dirt, and you can just press here for normal. This is the stability control. There's a snow mode, hill descent, and you can also defeat the automatic start-stop function here. There's electronic parking brake, auto hold. Open up the center console, it does reveal a wireless phone charger. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does not really fit on here because of the case that I have, so if you guys have a bigger phone, you have to take it out of the case. Flipping this up, it does reveal another 12-volt in there with a decent amount of storage. There's also this removable compartment here. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're aggressively bolstered in a sense, but I wish it was the red leather. And above me there's just this sunroof here. There's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin. There's a sunglass holder with this convex mirror, so you can spy on the rear passengers there. Looking at the glove compartment here, it does reveal a decent amount of storage. There's also another shelf here just in case the passenger want to put some items there. But overall, the interior of the Highlander here does look really nice, but if you guys are looking for a bigger screen, you have to go for a different trim level. So get into the second row here of the Toyota Highlander XSE. Toyota does equip this with running boards, so if you have short kids, it can make it easier for them to get in and out of the vehicle. But getting back here into the captain's chairs here of the Highlander, shutting the door here, looking here, Toyota does equip this with a manual sunshade. So if your kids do not like a lot of sun in their face, they can lower and raise the shade to their liking here. There's going to be 2 map pockets back here for storage. There's your own set of rear air vents back here. I'm surprised to see there's no 3-level heated seats or cool seats back here. You have to go for a different trim level if you guys are looking for those features. Down here is going to be 2 USB ports here, so you can keep the kids connected. There's no rear seat entertainment, and I'm surprised to see there's no actual panoramic sunroof here. You have to go for a different trim level if you want that. The air vents live up top. It's going to be incandescent lighting here on the second and third row. There's 2 cup holders here. The floor back here is not flat, but you can fit 3 people across. If you have the bench seating here, you have to go for a different trim level in order to get the bench seating here. But this does come equipped with the captain's chairs, and Toyota says you get 41 inches of legroom here in the second row, and you can also slide the seat forward and back to give the third row passengers a little bit more legroom if they would like. And you can also recline the chair if you would like. So if you guys wanted to stretch out on a long road trip, you can definitely do so. But get into the third row here, Toyota makes it pretty simple here. They give you this handle here. The seat will tilt forward and just push it up a little bit. But crossing over here, I have the seat at its farthest setting here. Keep in mind, guys, I'm only 5'8". I do have a decent amount of headroom here. Your air vents live up top. There's going to be 4 cup holders back here in total. There's lighting here, of course. My knees, I feel like they're up to my chest. I heard that Toyota is going to be making the wheelbase a little longer for the next gen of Highlander to give the third row a little bit more legroom, because back here is a little bit tight. And Toyota says you get 27.7 inches of legroom. Do I believe them? Yes, because the third row does feel a little cramped back here. So this is basically going to be reserved for little kids. So start off in this 2021 Toyota Highlander XSE here. I'm leaving the area where I normally film the Toyota videos at. This is park. It looks pretty decent out here. But this has Toyota's 3.5 liter V6, which makes 295 horsepower and 263 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Let's talk about fuel economy here in the Highlander. This Highlander here gets 20 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 23 combined. Sorry, the screwdriver is rolling around. It's making a lot of noise. So this does get decent fuel economy. If you guys are looking for better fuel economy, Toyota does offer a Highlander version, hybrid version of the Highlander, which gets a little over 40 miles to the gallon. But this has Toyota's sport tune suspension here. And this thing will get up to speed really quick here. Like I mentioned, that sport tune suspension is really good. It's very firm. Not even in sport mode here. But let's do a launch here. Like I mentioned, this makes 295 horsepower. So I'm going to turn off the traction control here, which is over here. I'm going to turn off everything. So the pre-collision braking assist is unavailable, so everything is completely turned off. I'm going to switch into its sport mode here. I'm going to brake boost it. There's no drama, no chirping of the wheels, no torque steer, nothing. The all-wheel drive system, Toyota calls it the torque vectoring all-wheel drive system, so it's really good. Turning the traction and stuff back on here. This also is equipped with Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus, so it includes lane keep assist, active stir assist as well, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, all the safety features that you're looking for in a modern family hauler here. And this car just hustles, and that V6 sounds so good, so strong, and the power delivery is just really good. Great visibility, big side mirrors here, great visibility out of the rear. If you guys go for a platinum grade trim or limited trim, if I'm not mistaken, for the limited, Toyota does offer a rear view camera mirror, which is a nice feature, so you can, you know, look out of the back of the vehicle even better than looking through this traditional mirror here. Going over bumps and stuff, the chassis feels very planted. Like I mentioned, this does have a sport tune suspension, so it does suck up the bumps just fine. And this family hauler here just drives so well, so smooth. It's really quiet. I don't hear any road noise outside or any cars passing by. It's just super quiet in this cabin here. So if you have kids that like to sleep, you know, they can go on a long road trip. You can go on a long road trip, and this car will keep them, you know, safe and sound. Of course, it does offer one of the best driver's assistants in the business here. And everything about the Highlander I just like. And it also has really good passing power here. So when someone like that gets in front of you and don't know how to drive, you can just basically just put your foot to the floor and pass them. But keep in mind that V6 does have a nice growl to it, so you have to keep that in mind. So if you have kids that are sleeping, the V6 might wake them up, just in case you put your foot a little. If you plant your foot, just keep that in mind, that V6 will wake them up. If you guys are looking for a 12.3 inch display, unfortunately you cannot get it here on the XSE model here of the Highlander. You have to go for the platinum grade trim in order to get that 12.3 inch display. This does come standard with the 8-inch display here, but it does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Right now I'm driving on this rough part of the road, and I do hear a little bit of road noise coming in because this section of the road here is very bumpy and it feels unpaved in a sense. But the Highlander here is it does a good job at just driving over everything. Just really good. And I have no complaints. Great driver's assistance, great powertrain. If you guys are looking for a family hauler, Toyota does have you covered. But if you're looking for something that offers a little bit more legroom in the third row, you have to check out something else in this segment, because the Highlander just doesn't offer that, because it gets 27.7 inches of legroom. And like I mentioned, that is going to be reserved for little kids. So after spending time with the 2021 XSE Highlander here, starting price here is at $45,055 with the options and accessories, including destination. The Highlander here stickers for $51,555. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next video.